Someone at the door, John, now I'm here to stay. Tell me who the fuck gonna face the music. More brick laying, less screen time. Been cutting back on the daily usage. Long road for the road dogs, for the weird miles from a soapbox. Got BKTs on this bitch, so everybody getting rolled on, yeah. Yeah, everybody getting rolled on. Check all this credits on BMI. I'm just too kind to expose y'all. And I see a team with a ghost sign and question if y'all ever wrote songs. All enemies of mine have been studied. Please don't.
Và như vậy thì
What on earth happened there? Whoa. How did that happen?
It happened. It happened.
Fuck you, Steve from Bumble. Fuck you.
I think he's trying to open up a portal.
I think I am.
Uh-oh.
How's everybody doing tonight?
What's up? How's it going?
Good. How are you, Gerald?
I'm doing very well. Thanks, guys, for letting me on. Just appreciate it. Just had to finish up doing some stuff for my show as well. So I truly appreciate you guys' patience. Thank you.
No problem.
Just trying to open up a portal. I don't have a sling ring. You know what I'm going to do? One of these days, I'm going to look back at every single minute of all the back Doctor Stranges, and I'm going to see if there's a time where somebody does not have a sling ring on.
Yo, what the hell's going on?
That's a good idea. I never thought about that.
Yeah,
to see if they made a movie mistake.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I was talking about that with my daughter yesterday. I'm like, I bet you there's a time when Benedict forgot his sling ring and just did the thing, you know.
I have no idea. Can you guys hear me?
I can hear you now. We can hear you now.
Yes, we hear the true knowledge.
I have no idea what's going on. I'm telling you right now, I've never in my life on StreamYard ever played an intro or like played the Marvel Studios intro or whatever and whatnot and had it just freeze. And like I don't know what just happened, man. It must have been it must have been the multiverse and the madness and shit, like spreading or whatever, you know?
Must be.
Yep. Yep. It was the curse of the Plenty of Fish live stream, bitches.
Nice.
That too.
Yep.
That too. Yeah.
Anyways, folks, now that our technical difficulties appear to be have vacated the premises and whatnot, I am of course Jeff S, aka True Knowledge, co-host of the MCU'S Bleeding Edge YouTube channel and podcast. That's right, just like that poster and shit. Cyberneticshark, the veteran YouTuber, is of course my loyal and positive, awesome film reviewing co-host and good friend. And of course, popping in real quick and whatnot for a minute, for a short segment, for a short stint, is Gerald Glassford from the Pop Culture Cosmos. Holy shit.
There you go.
Actually deciding to like lower himself down to our level here on the Bleeding Edge and shit.
You know what? I like slumming around. How about that?
You know what? Hey, I know a couple ladies that I can introduce you to.
No, it's okay. I'm quite
I know
quite taken. So
I know
good.
you're taken.
I've got my own sling ring. If you
I know
what
you're
I mean.
good. Yep,
Yes.
yep, I do.
Jeff is full of great ideas.
J-Rant 2000. J-Rant, I thought you were going to change your name to J-Rant 3000 at one point.
Never ever.
DD Mega Doo-Doo. I'm sorry.
You and these little clips, man. What
what's
a-
going on. That sucks, man. I really wanted to play that. That was the actual video of like this whole bunch of Asian like dancers and shit, and the one chick out of the dancers is having like an epileptic seizure during it or whatever, and she's like dying. You know what I mean? And the other ones are all still dancing and shit. It's hilarious.
The show must go on.
Yeah, the show must go on. So
They must work for the WWE.
Yes. We're here to do a Doctor Strange 2 review and breakdown and whatnot and everything. And, of course, we've all seen Doctor Strange 2. We are not as talented as the gentleman I will not name that came on the show one time and was able somehow to magically review an episode of Moon Knight after having not even watched it.
Still led to your classic rant, which is just awesome, by the way. That's classic stuff.
Gerald, I had to drop that because you're here, man. You know what I mean?
Appreciate it. That was just classic. I haven't laughed and I had tears coming out of my eyes. I have not laughed that hard in a long time.
Honestly, you know what, Gerald? I think that's really cool because for you to react that way to like one of my tirades, you know?
Cyberneticshark knows what I mean. You saw that rant, right?
Oh yeah.
Oh, Cyberneticshark knows me very well.
Oh yeah.
But that rant was classic. I'm just going to give that. Yes.
That was classic Jeff.
Yes.
Was it Plenty of Fish?
No.
If you get a chance, go into the group for MCU's Bleeding Edge. Just scroll down, and if you see a guy that's walking around his house, just ranting, just click right on it. It's beautiful. It is just absolutely beautiful.
I'm that guy that will just straight surprise a dude and whatnot because like while they're still talking, I already punched him in the face twice. You know what I'm saying? It's already done. You know what I mean? I don't talk at that point. I talk a lot, but I know when to stop. You know? And when it's time to like grind and get down.
Cyberneticshark isn't so sure on that. He's like, baby.
Been watching too many Marvel movies.
I don't know, man. The last time that I stopped to do it and whatnot, all I know is that like he ended up like leaving in the ambulance and shit, and I ended up paying for his like medical bills and whatnot myself.
The proverbial, you should see the other guy.
Yep, proverbial. I headbutted him straight up, face right to his face, one headbutt, and I dropped him to the ground. I knocked him the fuck out. One shot. Yep, that's it. That was all. That's
like
all it
Thanos.
took. Yep, that's all it took. I just faced him straight up, eye to eye, and then I just went bam. And that was it. But anyways, folks, that was another time. That was in my younger days. And I'm not that kind of man anymore and whatnot. You know, I'm a peaceful man.
Was it like last week or what?
He was younger.
True.
No, that was not me that told Chris from MCU Mondays that I would straight jack him in the face and whatnot after he came on our show that one night. That wasn't me. There was some other Jeff. But anyways, so I'm actually, honestly, Gerald, I'm really, really, really interested in hearing your general opinions on Doctor Strange 2. I really am. I really was looking forward to hearing what you were going to have to say because I feel like, of course, I mean, I want to hear, what J-Rant has to say and whatnot, and I'm very interested in what Cyber has to say, but I'm really, my interest is piqued as far as, like, you go, Gerald, because I really, you and I like tend to be on the same page about this stuff for the most part. And for me, I feel like there was a lot of good that came out of that movie. And at the same time, I feel like it wasn't that impressive at the end of the day. It really wasn't to me.
I think what becomes a situation where Marvel is in a situation where they didn't have a marquee movie that would really complete and strengthen the MCU going forward or be like an explainer. They really didn't have something in line that was fitting because of the coronavirus and all that threw out everything out of whack schedule-wise. This is probably the closest thing to it as far as putting something in there that could be big, that could get a large audience. Maybe Thor: Love and Thunder. Actually, one of my co-hosts thinks Thor: Love and Thunder will actually score more at the box office than this movie, which is a good possibility. I think that when it comes down to this movie was okay. It was enjoyable for what it is. It's not going to be anywhere near the top of my list on the MCU, but it was okay. It's something that I probably, again, down the road will catch again. It's something that with Sam Raimi in there, you could see his distinct visual style that is Sam Raimi. If you know any of Sam Raimi's films, You can actually see it on the screen as far as it's concerned. He's got a very distinctive style. I thought that it got a little bit convoluted in the middle. I also think that the introduction of the Illuminati was underwhelming. It was very short-lived, and I thought that didn't serve the movie well because they were just like, here today, you're gone in the next scene for the most part. I thought that Mordo from the 616 universe was non-existent, and I was, whatever they did in the previous film, they didn't do anything to serve him here. They did have Baron Mordo from the 838 universe, which was great, but why do you have the Sorcerer Supreme in the 838 and then you have Doctor Strange in the 616 battle out and they're fisticuffs and they're not doing spells on each other? I didn't understand that, what all that's about, but okay. But for the most part, again, it served its purpose as far as moving the Doctor Strange part of it forward. It did a good job of explaining Wanda Maximoff's motivations. I think that part of it should be applauded. And I think she has a good future when they bring her back. And yes, they're going to bring her back. They're not going to let her die. And did you see a body? Because if you didn't see a body in Marvel, they're not dead. So I think that right now, again, it's an okay movie. It's going to be somewhere in the 10 to 20 range for me. And I guess that's all I need to expect right now, because I don't think right now we're seeing stuff that's pushing the MCU forward as much as I would like, And I think that's something you and I talked about on my show when you came on.
You're right.
Was that with Moon Knight and with Doctor Strange, we're not seeing enough that's pushing the MCU forward. That 10 years, we were always seeing something either in the end credits or during the movie that was pushing the MCU narrative, overall arcing narrative forward. And I don't think we're seeing that enough here. I understand the Secret Wars is on the horizon. I understand all the stuff is coming on the horizon, but I would love to see more little bits and pieces from that going forward. And now I'll shut up. So thank you guys for listening.
Jay Rent, Cyber, does anybody want to bounce off of what Gerald said there? Because I think he really actually pulled a couple good things out there. Honestly, he's right. Look, the connective tissue really wasn't there with this film.
I guess I can say a few things off of what Gerald said. I think it was an okay movie too. It wasn't their best movie by far. I had a expectation of seeing more superheroes, kind of, with the Multiverse of Madness. I was like, okay, who are we gonna see? Who are they not showing? And then you waited for the movie to come out, and it was that one scene where they went into their that one universe where they had the Captain Marvel and the Reed Richards from the Fantastic Four. That was pretty cool, and then they had the little Xavier when he entered the room. They did a little X-Men, the X-Men song. I don't know if anybody caught that.
Yeah.
When he entered the room, I as a fanboy from watching the X-Men in 94, 97, whenever it came out, I was like, oh, that's cool. Kind of got excited for that. I was really hoping for more with them. And like Gerald said, they were in one scene and they were out the next. We didn't get to see them enough. I don't think this movie is not not going to push them forward. I think that we have a high expectation for their movies. Like, Spider-Man, the last one.
Well, hey, that's a given after Endgame and Infinity War, brother.
But they set the bar high. When you set the bar high, you're expecting, at least on the first move, this is their marquee time that they want to release a film, is the first weekend of May. You're expecting that type of movie to fit that bill, don't you think? At least at this time of the year.
Yes, I understand. I get what you're saying, but like you've been building up movies like this. You've just been going higher and higher. Remember, like when Iron Man came out, or the first Thor, and then they had the second Thor. All those movies were kind of like mediocre. They weren't the greatest. They kind of went. They weren't as good. You're like, it was an okay movie. And so like your expectations went a little bit lower. And then when like Infinity War came out and all those, boom, it shot right back up, because
it's kind of like when chicks mess with other dudes and shit and they beat me.
It's kind of like their stocks are going down a little bit. They want it to go down so that way they can bring us back to reality. So that when they hit the next film, it's like, oh my God, they did it again, But I mean, after Spider-Man, that's kind of really hard to come off of,
I agree. I agree. I mean, it's not going to make anywhere near the kind of money that Spider-Man is. I mean, when you get close to $2 billion for a movie that's not an Avengers in front of it, that's really a great success story. Doctor Strange, I think, will do $1 billion, but I don't think it'll get close to what Spider-Man made. And I agree with you on that sense that we shouldn't have those continually high expectations. But I still love it when they plant those seeds for stuff going forward. And the only thing they planted seeds were for a Doctor Strange 3, and that was it.
Cyber?
Well, I do have to say that I was shocked that it did make domestically almost 200 million. I was surprised by that. That they were actually saying that made more than Spider-Man did when it came out in December, its first week. So it's on a higher projection. So just like everyone's been saying, they think that maybe this is not going to do as well as Spider-Man. Who knows? We never know.
It's just because there's so much competition. Even if you want to see it, there's going to be so much competition this summer with the big films that are out there. Spider-Man really didn't have that much away in competition, especially because The Matrix was so bad as well. So,
yeah, I still don't foresee it. I foresee it still getting pretty close to what Spider-Man made. I still want to go by that. I think it'll get close. I don't think it'll beat it, but I definitely think it'll get close. But overall, I mean, it is what it is. It's not, considered the greatest, MCU film, most definitely not. But still was very entertaining. It was nice to see Rami back, back doing an MCU type of film, because he did the first 3 Spider-Mans and stuff like that. But overall, it was a decent film. I thought it was interesting. And I'm looking forward to seeing what it does and how well it does. So who knows? Some of the movies that are supposed to be big that are coming out could be flops. We never know. So, I mean, with how bad and how far back that Top Gun Maverick was been pushed, and that comes out May 25th, I believe.
27th.
27th.
Yeah, 27th.
And I'm waiting to see how well that does for how pushed back and how much that has gone through the streamer. Kind of like how what happened with Morbius and what happened to New Mutants and stuff like that. I have a feeling this Top Gun Maverick's not going to do as well as people
I would
think.
turn down a threesome with 3 straight lesbians. Okay.
What?
If I literally, if it meant that I would not have to watch that fucking movie.
I think because it's hitting on Memorial Day weekend. I think I know that coming from CinemaCon here in Vegas, that the theater owners who actually already got to see it are very high on it. I know it's being projected right now around 125 million for an opening weekend. I think if they get that, that's a big win. But again, Memorial Day weekend, I mean, that's a big time to go ahead and go check out a movie. So you could be right on that it may not meet those expectations.
Well, I want to be clear that I would like to be moved to a different dimension or whatever, or like reality where there's a rule that every woman that gives you a blowjob, it has to last for 35 minutes at least. Every time. Okay?
Oh, God.
I want to go to that dimension.
I don't want to get head for 35 minutes.
Are you kidding me, dude? Oh, man. There's nothing better than nice 35, 45 minutes when she's on her knees.
I'm trying. I got a busy schedule. I'm trying
to. Hey, listen, man.
I ain't got time for that. I got things to do. Listen,
when you got a traumatic brain injury and half your brain's been smashed in and shit, and you're physically disabled, man, you enjoy a blowjob and you're relaxing. But anyways, hey, shout out to Mr. Booze and Chill himself, Raymond, our brother, for being in the comment section and whatnot. What's up, Raymond? I'm actually going to be on Booze and Chill with Raymond, drinking alcohol and reacting to it. Doesn't that sound like fun? What a fucking great concept, man. Yeah. I can't wait. Later this week, and I'm definitely planning on making sure that I get heavily buzzed during it. I am. And also, what up, Tex? And Liz, how you doing? Thank you for being in the comment section. It's good to see you. Anyways, so besides the 35-minute rule blowjob dimension, I think that overall, I mean, I don't know, Gerald. I was freaking stoked, man, when I saw when I saw all of them, literally all of the Illuminati characters, except for
that was great. I enjoyed that.
Oh yeah. Except for Professor X didn't really do much for me because I already saw that in the trailer.
All 8 minutes that they were in the film.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And then And then like the the Monica Rambeau's mom, Captain Marvel didn't really do anything for me. I didn't care. Oh, here I go.
Where was Tom Cruise at? I thought he was gonna be Iron Man.
He was filming Mission Impossible, so they didn't bother asking him. That's what I was reading in articles today. They just the writer, I think one of the writers quietly asked Kevin Feige, and Kevin Feige said he's filming. He's not going to be able to do it. So didn't say they weren't going to do it down the road. I just right now it just didn't sound like it was going to be the time.
I apologize, folks. For some reason, I'm having technical difficulties, and like every 5 minutes or so, my video just freezes or like drops off. So I apologize.
Well, we can hear you. So,
well, hey, I definitely agree with you, Gerald. I think that the movie will make over $1 billion. I think that
whether it does 1.8 that's another story, because that takes you have to be consistent week in and week out on a worldwide basis to do.
How did Morbius do?
Moving on.
Okay, well, I didn't even go watch it, man, because like honestly,
and that's okay. Nobody else did.
Yeah.
No, I did see it.
Okay, I'm kidding. You know what I mean when I say that. Yeah, let's just say Sony is not too pleased at this point in time.
Yeah, that poor guy. Every movie he does, Jared Leto does, turns out to be bad. He's a bad actor.
I
don't think he's a bad actor either.
I think I know what's going on with Sony. I do. It's the same shit that's going on with those Plenty of Fish live stream chicks, okay? They're on this new shit, right? Where, like, literally, they're trying to be so fucking bad that it's good. You know what I'm saying? Like, seriously. It's this new shit where, like, bad is good. So Sony's like, that's where they're at. They're on some new shit, and they're just trying to be as horrendous as possible, and, like, that's the new good. So, but no. I don't even want to know how Morbius did. I'm not even interested. But I do want to know, since I didn't see it, did anything happen in like the end credit scenes or anything like that and whatnot that cleared out as to whether he's going to be in the MCU or not?
Well, he's not in the MCU per se. He's on the Sony side of things, and there's Spider-Verse. So I think that's leading to ultimately a Sinister Six. It's going to be ultimately doing that. It's just got to. Can you back up the Brinks truck for Tom Holland to come back? That's the thing.
But you would think.
Money.
Michael Keaton was in the
Flashpoint movies.
Yeah,
the Flashpoint movie. Excuse me.
He was also in the end credit scene, showing him being transferred.
Oh, the Vulture. Yeah.
Yep. He was being transferred from the MCU universe to the Sonyverse.
There you go.
That's kind of how they're tying it in a little bit.
But I think that's what the ultimate goal for Sony is, to do a Sinister Six against so similar to what we saw with Spider-Man No Way Home, where all these big baddies from the Spider-Man universe they're battling against Spider-Man. That's ultimately what they want to do. Yeah, the bad guys, that type of deal. So, the baddies. So
yeah. They've been trying to do a Sinister Six since the Amazing Spider-Man, since even the first 3 Spider-Mans. Trying to do that.
Sony's going to grease it for everything it's worth. So
yeah, Sony's not the best, but sometimes they put out some good stuff.
Sometimes, absolutely. Well, they've still got things going. Kraven the Hunter. They've got they've got all the other parts of the Spider-Verse, and of course Into the Spider-Verse Part 1 and Part 2 they're going to do now with the animated version, which was so good. So yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Looking forward to that, despite the bump in the road that was Morbius. So
yeah,
most definitely. So yeah, I mean, I was definitely surprised as hell when Black Bolt popped out. Like, I really did not expect that to happen.
You and I both.
Yeah, that really surprised the hell out of me. And actually, really quick, if you guys don't mind, I'm going to play the Doctor Strange 2 trailers. And if I could actually, like, get my stuff to work.
Well, before you do that, just wanted to say I got to check out, man. But
okay,
I will
Gerald.
be popping on in the near future on this show. You guys are amazing, as always, on this show. I do watch it. I do catch it. You guys are amazing. And I just appreciate you guys giving me the time to go ahead and stop by.
Yeah, it was great to see you, Gerald. Thanks for dropping by, man.
No problem.
Always.
You guys are amazing,
Anytime.
as always. Yeah, absolutely. Cyberneticshark, I will be back again. Jeff is going to hunt me down whether I like it or
I
not.
will.
So otherwise,
Oh, yeah.
he's going to do another walking around the house thing on me, and I don't want him doing that. So yes. If you get a chance to see it, go ahead in the group. Yeah, it's classic. But guys, I wish
That
you
would never
all the
happen.
best. Yeah, and I will pop on as soon as I'm able to. But again, you guys have been great as always, so I truly appreciate it.
Take it easy. Nice meeting you.
Gerald.
Nice meeting you as
man.
well. See you guys soon. All the best to you guys. All right.
Later, Gerald.
All right, trailer time.
I've been dreaming every night. The same dream.
Every morning, the same nightmare.
Strange. The fate of the multiverse depends on us. Careful, Stevens. This path exacts a heavy toll. Okay.
Marvel Studios, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Only in theaters May 6th. Tickets on sale now.
Whoa.
Dope, sir. Dope.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that.
Amazing.
All my videos are frozen.
Frozen.
So weird.
Yeah, every time I play like a trailer or like I play like a clip or something like that and everything.
I think that's just on your end.
I think it is too.
Yeah, because they played fine.
Yeah,
It played
on
fine.
my end, everything I play, like I have to actually, like
On your live stream, it looks fine too.
the same way that I click on and off these comments. That's what I have to do. Like with the video, I have to actually click on it to make it disappear off my screen. So I'm wondering.
What'd y'all think about Wanda?
Oh well, I just want real quick before I answer that. I just want to say that, I had this happen to me one time before when Alexis was moderating one night. The same shit happened to me. I have no idea what the hell it's about. The only thing I can think is that I hooked up that Ethernet cable from my modem to the laptop, so like maybe that's like part of it or something. But as far as your question, J-Rat, what did I think of Wanda? I think that her performance was great. I mean, it was really good. When she dreamwalked into that other Wanda that was in a different like dimension or whatever and whatnot and everything, and she started like getting all bloody and everything and whatnot and like damaged and shit and like acting kind of like the zombie Wanda from the What If, that shit was really cool. I liked it. Like I did. I thought her acting was great during that.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, she looked like possessed. You know what I mean? Like, she looked dangerous. Like she did. Like, and she definitely like handled her business in the film. But at the same time, though, I'm not sure that I'm really like happy with the way that they decided to go with the story in terms of having her be the villain. Like that's not what I was expecting from the movie at all.
That's what I was wondering.
No. I mean, Cyber knows how I thought that she was going to be an anti-hero or something like that or whatever, if anything.
I thought that the version of her with the kids was gonna have powers and fight herself for some reason. I don't know. That's how I saw it. I was thinking like, oh, okay, Scarlet Witch, she's a bad guy in the universe, but like there's a good version of her where she's fighting herself. That's kind of idea I had when as I was watching the movie. I didn't know what to expect. I had no idea she was gonna be the bad guy when I first saw it. Like I didn't see that coming at all. I don't know if you guys knew that before the movie. I was very surprised.
I had heard in a few different articles I read that that was the direction they were pointing in, was having Wanda as the main villain. Um, but at the time when reading them, it was kind of like hearsay, thearsay. It wasn't really officially confirmed that's what it was. So when it happened in the film, I wasn't super shocked. But at the same time, I would have liked to see them have another villain come in. And I was hoping that Mordo was going to be like the Mordo we know from the first Doctor Strange, was going to come and be like the bad guy too. But that didn't, that he was a part of the Illuminati. So I thought that was kind of interesting that they decided to go that route with him.
Yeah.
Instead of like flush out his other story. But like they've been saying for the last 2 years, they're trying to kind of flush out, you know, Wanda's story, and this is supposed to be the third and final like portion of her stories. You know, starting with WandaVision, and then of course, you know, kind of petering out after Endgame and all that kind of stuff. So I was like really surprised where they took her. But I have to agree with Jeff there. I thought, yeah, she looked really cool when she was possessing day walking the Wander from that multiverse.
That was really cool. I didn't realize she was OP.
Yeah. And then at the same time, I thought it was interesting watching kind of her progression from the beginning of the film to the end of the film. Her expressions, I was noticing, were really intense and interesting, and I thought that Elizabeth Olsen did a good job with that.
Yeah, for sure, without doubt. I mean, yes, we can talk about her acting as the character all day, which was great. For me, I'm like thinking of the character itself, like in the movie, like that, you know, they made her a bad guy. Again, didn't see that come in. I liked the angle they took it. I thought Doctor Strange was going to be the bad guy, but like an alternate universe bad guy based off of what we saw like in the trailers. You know, that zombie Doctor Strange. I thought he was going to be the bad guy. It turns out he was the good guy. You know, he possessed himself in the corpse. I thought that was pretty funny, pretty cool.
Well, J-Rat, at the end of the day, it's not, as far as the fandom goes and everything and whatnot, it's not, it doesn't matter that like Elizabeth Olsen Scarlet Witch was like the villain and whatnot in the movie and everything. Like, I mean, she could bounce right back in her next film and be like, like a goody and whatnot and shit, and be an Avenger again, and everybody will be happy and whatnot. You know, like nobody's.
She's dead.
Well, no, she's not dead.
She's dead.
No.
She's dead.
Cyber, is Elizabeth Olsen, Wanda Maximoff, Scarlet Witch dead?
I don't think so. I think that big red pulse we saw at the very end when the temple's coming down, I think she evaporated herself out of there before she got crushed. So I think she's coming back, definitely. I don't know which way. I don't know if she'll be, what kind of Scarlet Witch she's going to be, or if they're going to, like, you know, kind of develop it in a different way. But I definitely think that...
me up, Ed.
Why did she do all that then?
Say that again?
Why would she do that? Why would she I mean she broke her own heart by seeing her kid scared of her from her goal. My impression is that she just wished she was better off dead.
Nah,
that's not what Marvel would want to go for.
No,
why does she have a contract for more movies?
Oh yeah, I guarantee it. I guarantee it. Yep, I guarantee they are.
Well, then maybe.
I guarantee it. I mean, I would bet money that they've already locked her up to like a long-term deal.
Because her and Doctor Strange are kind of like the new Iron Man and Captain America now.
They are
for the MCU now. And Kevin Feige has come out and said that Doctor Strange is the new anchor, and then Wanda's kind of like the sidekick, coming in at the side. So yeah, we'll definitely be seeing Elizabeth Olsen again. We don't know when, we don't know how, but we definitely know she will be back.
Cyber and I have been having conversations like back and forth lately, like J-Rat, about Wanda and Elizabeth Olsen's future in the MCU and all that and everything, and like how it's going to play out. And overall, like, you know, you got to take into consideration, right? She's the most popular female, like, Marvel MCU character, like, there is. You know, she is. She's the top one. She's the top dog. She's the new, like, Black Widow. She's the new ScarJo in the MCU. and they're not gonna they would not let her character die like that or whatever. Are you kidding me?
And it's gonna be a
listen,
different multiverse.
J-Rat, Disney wouldn't allow her to die. Okay, they need to make money off her, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, Disney didn't do so hot financially in the last, like, during the most of COVID and shit. They did not do well. You know, they need to recoup some money, man. And I'm telling you right now, like, hey, at the end of the day, Elizabeth fucking Olsen is gonna make a lot more money for Disney and Marvel Studios than freaking Brie Larson's going to.
Oh yeah, sure.
You know.
Yeah, nobody's, beating down the doors to see a Captain Marvel movie, but
no, it's bad enough they're paying her $27 million a movie or whatever in her fucking contract or whatever.
Unfortunate.
Yeah, see? I didn't even get to watch that. This is pissing me off, man.
What on earth? Yeah, what the hell did you just put on here? What did I watch?
Wait a minute. You know what? I think I actually know what's going on. I had StreamYard on my other laptop. I think that's what fucked me up.
Girl, fuck. Slap me, bitch, and you won't slap nobody. Come on, baby. Oh, I told you I know how to fight with her. But on some for real shit.
What on earth?
Yeah, man. Yo, that's a multiverse of madness shit right there. Yeah.
Yeah, you can see her snatching that string hanging down, man. Come on.
Oh man, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to
next level stuff like right there. That's next level stuff.
Mary has a little pussy. Mary has a little pink pussy. She loves her pussy so much that she strokes it every night.
Okay, I'm getting pissed off because I can't even watch my own memes, man, or my own videos. I'm getting mad. I want to laugh. I want to laugh too, man.
Tech's comments here: is that Powder 2 or no? Or he's like, is that a scene from Morbius? Is just priceless there. No, Tech, that isn't from Morbius. Sorry. Maybe it might be Powder 2. It made me think of Powder.
Oh my goodness.
I don't know, man. I don't know. All I know is that I let's just say I found some new material.
Yeah, you did. I see that.
Yeah. But I've got to bring back the original, like, old school, like the hot dogs hitting the chick's face clip. That is the best, right, Cyber?
Mm-hmm.
I love that shit.
Your favorite.
Yep. Yeah, but no, seriously though, honestly, J-Rat, I do believe firmly that I think that, like, Kevin Feige and Marvel Studios locked Elizabeth Olsen down straight up. Like they've got her locked down to like a 4 or 5, 6 film contract, like right now. Like I wouldn't be surprised if they probably like locked her down and signed her after WandaVision.
Probably.
You know? Because honestly, I think what happened contractually is that her contract ran out after Endgame. They paid her and they signed her to a contract for WandaVision, and she walked away from WandaVision like wide open. You know what I'm saying? With no, not like the same spot that Sebastian Stan's in, right? Because he's like in that same spot basically. Yeah,
but so you kind of just said something that makes sense to where like they paid her enough to come back so they can finish her story off.
Well, she wants to get her kids back at the end of the day. So it doesn't matter what she did with the Darkhold or whatever and whatnot. At the end of the day, she wasn't so like butthurt or whatever about like what she did that she forgot that she wants her kids back.
Yeah, but she don't have kids in that universe. The only one universe she don't have kids in.
Her boys are still down in like the hell dimension and shit and whatnot with Mephisto and whatnot. And like
What?
they're there. She knows it.
She never had kids.
No, she did.
No, she didn't.
The kids she had in WandaVision were real.
No, they weren't. They were part of her imagination. They were part of her altered reality.
They were Mephisto's kids.
What?
Mephisto, didn't you wonder who impregnated her?
No, her kid. No, you're wrong.
No, J-Rat, Vision had no penis.
No, she didn't have kids. She even said it in this movie.
Hold on, J-Rat, how did she get pregnant and have like birth?
She didn't. She never had kids in this universe. She even clearly says it in the movie. You're throwing me off. You're throwing me off, Jeff, but I'm gonna stay firm with my
So what? So what did she just get pregnant? Did she just do that?
She was never pregnant.
Oh.
She never had kids in this universe.
Was that like one of those
What
things
he's saying is that whole fabrication of her being pregnant in WandaVision was all a part of her mind that
Correct.
she conjured up with her mind. That's what he's
Correct.
saying.
She has the ability to alter. That whole show was about her altering. She has the ability to alter reality, and she created this whole family.
But I just want to put it out there. Marvel is known to take things from the comic books and in the future kind of bring it into the fold. So what Jeff is saying, also at the same time, I could see manifesting in future projects with Elizabeth Olsen that those kids ended up becoming real and that they are down in the hell dimension. So it's a win-win situation either way, because you're right, J-Rat, Jeff's right. It can happen.
Fuck it, we're all right. Everybody's right.
Marvel is, that's just how Marvel is. They they take so many different things. That's just how it is.
Liz, what are you talking about, Dollface? I don't honestly know how Jeff manages to get the topic to veer this direction every time. It's borderline impressive. Well, you know what, Liz? I think that is a compliment, my friend, because I am pretty impressive at the end of the day. That's true. And you know what? You're pretty impressive too, my friend. Dollface is, of course, a Facebook live streamer, game streamer. Okay, we got Liz is chiming in. Her kids in this dimension never existed. They came from her dreams. Yeah, I'll tell you right now. I banged a pregnant chick the other day, and that shit was real. Yeah, it was real, man. I can prove it. Yeah.
Wow.
I've got those magical paper pictures that they came up with.
That ghost was jiggly. I didn't know whether to scream or masturbate. Don't play it again, Jeff.
Oh. I don't know, man. I'm sorry.
I know you were about to click it. That option right now.
No, I just honestly, I started to kind of I started to daydream a little bit and whatnot, thinking about how good that pregnant pussy was. Like, that shit was good. You know what I'm saying? It was almost as good. It was almost as good as Doctor Strange 2 with Multiverse of the Madness.
Yeah. Okay.
Hey, that's a good point, Tech. Maybe Khonshu could bring back Wanda.
Maybe Khonshu could give Vision a penis.
Maybe.
Sure, why not?
That's one thing, and that I was lacking from this film, because it kind of supposedly being kind of that conclusion of Wanda's story, is where was White Vision in this? Why didn't we see White Vision at all?
Because he became Black Vision, you just couldn't see him.
Oh, is that it?
Oh, I see.
Yeah, no, I'm just kidding. I don't know. You know what, Cyber? Oh, now I'm frozen. Here we go.
Yep.
See what you did?
Here we go.
Because he switched camera views, probably. That's why.
Yep. That's right. Go ahead and insert a penis in my mouth.
Hmm.
Oh, I'm frozen again. There we go. Hey, folks, don't laugh. It's technical difficulties.
Now we just there you go. We'll fix it.
Oh, so anyways, no, but Cyber's definitely right. Doctor Strange is going to be massive, like in the MCU. He really is. Now I think Cyber, were there not rumors that they already did sign Benedict Cumberbatch to a long-term contract?
Yes. When he was in negotiations for Infinity War and Endgame, basically his contract was for 5 films when he signed on for Doctor Strange 1. So technically, Doctor Strange 2 was is actually considered like his final film. But after Endgame was so successful and how big his character became, they signed him to another contract. I don't know exactly how many movie deal this one was, but it definitely will foresee. They say we'll foresee him for several times in the foreseeable future. So, who knows? We could get 2 more Doctor Strange films. We could get another crossover type of film. He's probably going to be in the next Avengers. So
I think he'll make it all the way into Phase 6. Probably, I do.
Probably, yeah. Because that character you can age. That character ages in the comic book.
Yes,
so I mean, Benedict Cumberbatch still has enough time. He'll age properly with the character.
How he looks right now, right, with the little bit of gray he's already got, and whatnot, and everything, like that Doctor Strange look, he can rock that and keep that for a decade easily, like no problem. He can, and it will look comic book accurate. So at that point, like it'll play, and so like whatever like the next big like galactic Earth-like, challenging event's going to be, whether it's going to be Secret Wars or whatever the hell it's going to be in the MCU, he'll be a part of it, I think, probably. And Wanda will be, too. Gunnar believes that Wanda is actually going to bring the mutants in. Like, she's going to be the one that's going to bring the X-Men into the MCU and all that and whatnot. And you know what? Gunnar has some far out like ideas sometimes and whatnot, but sometimes he's right too. So you never know, I guess, right?
How can she bring him out if she's dead? Just kidding.
Nobody's officially dead, sir, in the MCU.
Right?
No, but I'll tell you what, Gerald was right about the way that they just like killed off the Illuminati in like 7 minutes or whatever. Like, I mean, talk about deflating. Like fuck.
I like that whole Matrix scene that they stole. When he was like, remember in Keanu Reeves when he was like, tell you what I'm gonna do. I'll give you the finger and you give me my phone call.
Disney, when you know that like you're watching something that's from Disney, right? And then you see something like they did with Black Bolt, where Wanda like made his mouth shut and then like blew his head up or whatever.
Yeah, it's
when
fucking.
When you know it's a Disney movie, that shit's impactful. You're like, holy fuck.
She Mr. Andersoned him.
Yeah, like you don't expect that in a Disney film. I was surprised. I really was. I was like, oh shit. Like damn.
Captain Carter getting sliced in half.
Yep.
Yeah, a lot of people say this is the most gruesome.
Yeah,
gruesome
you know what?
Marvel film.
I mean, why couldn't they have added some of that to the Moon Knight series, man? You know what I'm saying? Like that would have really fucking helped. If they would have brought some of that over to the Moon Knight series, well, shit. I'll tell you what. I would have a much higher opinion of the series at that point, probably.
I definitely think that the Zombie Strange was a very much Sam Raimi take of previous Sam Raimi films, like his Evil Deads and so forth. Just that, I mean, the look and everything made me think of the Evil Dead films.
And those Cyber, they wanted to connect the What If series into the movie.
Yeah, very much so.
Which is really cool.
Yeah,
it is. It's really cool that they did that. I love it.
Especially when all the demons came out and he formed with them too, and
Yep.
the skeletons and stuff.
You're Sorcerer Supreme. You can do this.
I honestly, I'm actually excited, like for like the next season of What If. I am.
She was scraping the floor with Doctor Strange in that movie.
Yeah.
I was surprised by that.
Honestly, Doctor Strange did okay when he went hand to hand at that one point.
When?
During that one point in the film where he went hand to hand and shit with Mordo.
Oh, I'm talking about with the Scarlet Witch though. Like
no, but I'm saying when he went hand to hand with Mordo and whatnot, he actually looked pretty good.
Yeah. I mean that was okay and all. You know, I mean I see fight scenes all the time, hand to hand fight scenes in every movie. But like I wanted to see Doctor Strange magic and witchcraft magic fight each other. You know, sorcery versus witchcraft. You know, but she like mopped the floor with Doctor Strange, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm out."
You'll see the sorcerer Doctor Strange and the Doctor Strange 3 with Clea and whatnot and everything when they go into like the dark dimension and shit and whatnot, and Dormammu's involved and everything and whatnot again. Then you're gonna see like the sorcerer like Supreme type Strange.
But I also think the reason why Wanda also was so much more powerful too is the fact that she had the Darkhold. I think the possession from the Darkhold made her even more powerful than just the Scarlet Witches as her own. So I think that's another reason why it was kind of a bigger match for Doctor Strange. You know, because he's not Sorcerer Supreme right now. And I think because of just all the kind of everything that happened because of Endgame, you know, him being dusted and everything, I think that, you know, basically has limited himself to not knowing as much as he should, you know, basically. So I think that that's kind of what encompasses and why she was able to, you know, dump the floor with him.
Yeah. Scraped the floor. However you want to say it, he was on the floor most of the time. But yeah, I mean, okay.
That's what happens, man. You know, when you don't get no D for years and years and years and shit, man, it'll drive you crazy.
That little Mexican chick was pretty cool, right? She had that little star power. She had that little Mario star that she would punch into the air.
Yeah.
America Chavez.
I guess I don't know, J-Rat. What do you want me to say, man? I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, she was okay, I guess, man. But, I mean, she wasn't exactly fucking all that great either.
They should have made, like, Mario sounds, like, with the coins, bling, when she would punch it. That'd have been extra. I like that idea.
My wife shared a funny meme today that refers to America Chavez and saying, hey, they brought in the
first Mexican?
Yeah. A Mexican character just so she could transport to other borders.
For her power is to be able to cross borders. I saw that.
Yep. I was laughing. I was like, "Oh my god, that's hilarious."
That is very funny. I mean, it's not wrong either.
Yep. Well, listen, I'm thinking about doing like some different Bandmade video reaction collaborations, right? Where I actually like I bang a chick, you know, like to Bandmade as the reaction, as the collaboration. And we play Bandmade in the background, but I'm like doing a chick at the same time.
Just put it on Pornhub, dude. I bet you got a Pornhub channel, right?
No, man. Listen, all those
make a Pornhub channel. I think that's where your money's at.
Listen,
dump the podcast, create a Pornhub account, and just
J-Rat. I've
upload them all, dude.
I've had so many women when they see how many I have, how many videos I have, and whatnot, say that same shit to me. Like, why have you put that all online or whatever? Or why don't you have an OnlyFans and all that? I'm like, it's very simple. At the end of the day, all those women trusted me to let me do what I wanted with them and have what I wanted and shit. And at that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck would I be? And what kind of
I don't want to betray their trust.
No, what kind of integrity would I have and shit if I at that point, if I did not keep that shit secret and keep it private, right? And so at that point, that's what it is. It's my private shit. It's for me.
You should start getting consent though, so you can post them.
I do. Listen, man.
No, I mean to
J-Ray, you gotta understand something, bro. When you record like I do, there is no way to not do consent because the shit's all out there, man. I'm talking about tripods right now, like the side of the bed and shit, whatnot and shit, like crazy shit. I don't play, bro.
You don't need all that.
There's no way to hide it, man.
You don't need all that. Just POV it.
Nah, man.
And this is the Doctor Strange 2.
Yeah.
Nah. Listen, I'm telling you right now, J-Rat, when you got a Canon M100, a Canon M50, a Lumix FZ DC80 with 4K video and shit, when you've got a Kazo 4K sports cameras and shit, you're gonna use that shit.
You're better off, Dollface. Go play some games.
Yeah.
Hey, I just wanted to let you guys in on like my new, like some of the new installments I think I'm gonna add to my series.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
all right. Well, we're way off topic. Thanks, Jeff.
All right. Well, let me ask you guys a question. So, did the whole Clea, like Charlize Theron thing do anything for you at all?
The who?
The whole like end credit scene and whatnot, where Charlize Theron popped out as like Clea from the comics, like Doctor Strange's girlfriend and shit.
Oh, no, didn't do anything for me.
No,
not really. Mm-mm.
Cyber?
Just as much as the other part.
I mean, I had no idea she was gonna be in that post-credit scene. I had no idea that they had cast her as this character. I'm not familiar with that character at all. So I was like, when it did happen, I was kind of like, huh, interesting. I wonder how this was going to play out. I think Charlize Theron's a decent actress. I think she's okay. So I'm looking forward to seeing where they take this character and to see how it, impacts and adds to the MCU. So yeah, I thought it was an interesting post-credit scene. I thought it would have been a little more better than it was, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah. I don't know. I guess I don't want to say I don't know if I'm on the exact same page with J-Rent, but I was a little bit underwhelmed by it a little bit. I was kind of like, okay, like, I get it. It's Charlize Theron, like, all right, she's a star, she's a big star, whatever. But hey, I mean, look, like, we got Angelina Jolie in the Eternals, and that shit was like a fucking shit show.
Yep. Without a doubt.
Oh, you know what? J-Rant, man, just let me know. Just let me know whenever you need to go, man, and I'll go ahead and be happy to go ahead and very, very kindly send you off, brother.
Whenever I'm ready for one or two more good questions to answer.
101. Play this wildly inappropriate yet highly entertaining game with your kids. Oh man, they're the best parents ever. Can't make this stuff up. Can't make this stuff
up. What?
I wish I actually knew what the hell that was. I can't see any of these videos, so.
I don't know. It's like a monkey with a dunk.
I'm fucking frozen again.
Yes,
You've been frozen.
Man, I'm telling you, dude. Technology, man. I'm telling you.
I thought that's why you left Restream, because this kind of shit kept happening.
I really want to know what the hell is going on right now, dude.
Yeah, you probably just got some issues with probably got multiple things running on your computer.
That could be it. Yep, that could be it.
You probably have the Facebook running on one screen or something like that, and it's taking all your, processing power?
Oh, I'm frozen with that one too.
Delete some of your videos.
They're all on mobile hard drives. They're not affecting my MacBook. Come on, man. You kidding me? There's not enough space in my MacBook for how many videos I have, bro.
So,
anyways.
Liz says she's willing to bet you that you have one too many USBs plugged in.
Could be. I mean, I do. I've got like dongles attached to dongles and shit over here to the side of my MacBook, man. I've got all kinds of dongles. I'm all dongled out over here.
Dongles attached to dongles. You're a dongle master.
That's right, I am. I'm the dongle master, baby. That's right. Anyways, so yeah, all right. As far as like some like final questions, I guess, or whatnot, J-Rant, I would just say that, well, for one thing, the fucking Halo series on Paramount Plus is fucking good.
I haven't seen it.
That shit is good, man. It is. Good.
I haven't seen it. I'll watch it.
Yo,
I'm gonna watch it just for you, Jeff.
It is good, man. Cyber, how good is that shit?
Good.
Is it? Are you sure? Because it didn't look like it was good with the way you were moving around. Is it good?
No, it is good.
Is it?
I was
Okay.
laughing. Because he went to Halo now.
Oh yeah,
Doctor
yeah.
Strange.
Of course.
No. Halo was the very first episode was really amazing. Second episode's good. Third episode's good. I haven't got to episode 4 yet, or the next couple episodes, but yeah, what I've watched of it has been pretty good. It's been.
I've heard bad reviews about it, but you know what? I never listen to anybody's reviews anyway.
It gets
I
better
value my
and
own
better.
opinion.
It gets better as it goes. It really does.
Okay.
Like,
well, I'm in it. I'm gonna watch it.
And the action scenes are great. They are. They're solid.
Nice.
And the actor that plays Master Chief is really
Mhm.
good. He's really solid.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna watch it. That way we can talk about it next time.
Hey, I'll tell you what. Hats off to Paramount Plus for like landing that show, man. You know, seriously, that was a big score for them.
Yeah, you're right. I would think so. Halo's widely known, popular. All the kids love it.
Yeah, I mean,
Well, the kids are like us now because it was like our game when we were younger.
yeah, I mean, before that, Paramount Plus was playing like 80s porn and shit, like as like their content.
If you go on Paramount Plus and you look at their movies, they got like Gone with the Wind on there, and a list of like all those type of movies. You're like, what in the 1960s is this? They got so many old movies on there. Even too older for me to like.
You do know Gone with the Wind was made in 1939, right?
Yeah, well, I'm just trying to go halfway here somewhere with the time scale. I mean, it's an old movie. My point is that they're old movies on there, really old.
What, you don't like the classics?
I mean,
There's some
90s
good
are considered classics. I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking about
The 90s are the classics.
90s are considered classics now.
I
80s are,
love me the
you know,
90s.
how far back can you go where it's still considered a classic? I mean, it's almost relic at this point.
Well, I would say anything before 1900s a relic, but anything like 80 years old is still considered classic. 90s I would say is a new classic, just like the 80s. 70s is more of like a retro classic, and then 60s and 50s are more like classics.
They're like your classic, and then you got your super classics.
Yep.
Yeah, those are mega classics then.
I'm telling you right now, if you want to see some funny shit, J-Rat, you should go watch the episode that I went on that fucking Trekkie show that one time. Dude, I'm telling you right now, like, they told me to bring in a question or whatever for the moderator of the show, like, you know, about Star Trek or whatever. And so, like, all the Trekkie folks and whatnot have these, like, profound questions and shit and everything. My question was, out of these two fucking, like, weirdo fucking characters that I can't tell if they're fucking he or she or what's going on or whatever, like, which one do you think would be better in bed? You know?
You ruined somebody's podcast, didn't you?
Yeah, and then, and then check this out. So some chick is like, you know that those are underage characters, right? I'm like, who gives a fucking space? There's no fuck laws in space.
Oh man,
You should have seen her face, bro.
Yeah, you fucking offended somebody.
Yo, she was stunned.
Yeah, you just blew her mind. Of course.
Yeah, it was like a stun grenade went off, yo. It was like some Halo shit.
Wow, she was like, I don't want to ever see that motherfucker in our show again.
It was like a plasma grenade went off on her ass.
That's pretty hilarious.
What, are you fucking kidding me, dude? That was the best goddamn show they ever had. Fuck. They're lucky I fucking came on there. Are you kidding me?
Freaking all these Star Trek people's fucking brain started to melt probably when you started saying that.
Oh shit! I'm telling you right now, man. They were all like in awe. They were all fucked up. They didn't know what to think about what I was doing.
That's pretty funny, actually.
Their brains.
Yeah, you just. Yeah, they're like, that's not the kind of question.
Nah, Jermaine
like
told
scanners.
me. Jermaine told me that like after the show and whatnot, they all talked about it and all agreed that it was like the best show they'd ever had. You know, it was like the best energy. Like it was like the most exciting and like funniest and everything.
You should have been like, how many chicks do you think Captain Kirk bangs on the starship?
I mean, dude, come on, man. Yo, come on, dude. Seriously. Look, it's space, bro. If you're like a Klingon and shit, bro, there's no fucking like, underage fucking with your Klingon. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
It's all good.
Oh yeah. That was good. That was a good one. Maybe if you send me the link, I'll watch that one. I'd like to see where you get to that part.
Hey, I'm telling you right now, man.
You need to probably clip that and then post it.
One of the coolest things out there ever is being on StreamYard, right? And like starting like a reaction video with people, and I play some crazy shit to start the show off and whatnot, and I can see them, right? They're right there. I can see them. If I can see their faces and whatnot and everything, and like see their faces during it and whatnot, you know? It's hilarious, bro. It's hilarious. And
so Wong.
Oh yeah, Wong.
Wong was I thought would have had a bigger part in this movie. That's one thing that I have heard from a few people that they thought he would have a bigger part.
You know what?
Well, he was in the beginning to end.
So I think he had plenty of time. I think he did.
That's a good point. That is a good point, Cyber. Honestly, truly, Wong really did not have the kind of role that I expected. He didn't.
Well, it wasn't the Wong movie in the Multiverse of Madness.
Wong's a badass character. I like Wong.
Mr. Wong in the Multiverse of Madness.
I thought when he came in right at the beginning of the film when they're fighting the Gargantuan, who's supposed to be the other character that they can't say because they don't own the rights to the name. Basically, how he comes in and he's like kicking butt and trying to, destroy this monster and stuff along, and then they have like that big battle, and then all of a sudden they go to that diner to have the conversation with America Chavez, and Wong like pipes up on certain things. I just thought that was a beautiful moment there with Wong, and I thought he was absolutely hilarious.
Hey,
so
Raymond,
that does exist.
Raymond, are you trying to like out joke me, motherfucker? Because you know what? Don't even try to play that, bruh. All right, don't even play. I know you're Mr. Booze and Chill and all that, but hey, nah, I'm just playing, man. What up, Raymond?
The only lines that I liked from Wong was every time he said was, "It's tradition to bow." It's the only thing I liked him saying. Everything else I didn't hear. I just every time he said it's tradition to bow was the only thing I heard every single time.
The whole Camertage deal where it was Scarlet Witch like trying to like get into Camertage to get America Chavez, that was cool. I like that whole deal. The battle and whatnot, that was cool. It was cool. But you know what? Again, Gerald made some good points when he came on. He really did. Where was the connective tissue in this film? Right? Like, where is that spark? Like that, that Marvel Cinematic Universe spark where, there's that steady evolution.
What do you mean? They just opened up the Multiverse of Madness. They just tapped into the multiverse. You're getting multiverse.
But there was no connective tissue. There was nothing like, okay, yeah, like they did kind of set up for Doctor Strange 3, but...
I mean, they set up for everything.
How?
In the Multiverse of Madness. You got bits and realities from other places that now you can visit.
Well, they closed out the trilogy with like WandaVision and Spider-Man 3 and everything and whatnot. But what I'm saying is that Gerald's right. It's not just this movie. It's a couple of the movies that have come out from the MCU. There really doesn't have that connective tissue like level where there is that like evolution where things are going upwards. And I'm not concerned or anything like that or whatever. It's not like that. I'm just saying that I think that, of course, we all have to agree and would agree that it was only natural that there would be sort of a letdown after like Infinity War and Endgame, right? I mean, there had to be.
Yes, but I don't think this is a negative letdown. I think this is a more of like we had like this extremely high expectation that we were going to see Wolverine, we were going to see we were going to see Spider-Man, we were going to see Iron Man, we were going to see every person that we ever thought of in that Marvel universe because this was a multiverse. I'm not saying that's what we really thought, but that's kind of what we really thought.
We are going to see Wolverine eventually. We're going to see Wolverine.
You see, but you had that now you have that expectation because of the multiverse that's opened up. Yes, you do. We had never thought X-Men until the multiverse.
I didn't think they'd do mutants at all in the Doctor Strange 2 film. I certainly did not believe Wolverine would be in it.
Yeah, I didn't. I'm just joking about Wolverine, but I'm saying the idea of Wolverine being a possibility is now real.
I mean, to be honest though, honestly, when they do the X-Men in the MCU, they're probably going to start off with the original team. And like the original X-Men team from the comics, there is no Wolverine. So at that point, I'm figuring Wolverine won't even probably come out like when the X-Men come out.
What do you mean he's not part of the original team?
He's not. The original X-Men team.
The Uncanny X-Men?
No, the original X-Men lineup from like the 60s and shit was Jean Grey, Marvel Girl, Iceman, Cyclops, the Beast.
But he wasn't green. He was like more of like
Angel. Before he became Archangel.
Okay.
And that was it. That was the squad.
That would be interesting direction.
That was the original squad of the X-Men. And then after that, over the decades, they added Storm and Nightcrawler and Kitty Pryde and Wolverine.
I was gonna say they did have Wolverine at some point early as well, though. But I know what X-Men you're talking about.
The original
you're talking about
X-Men.
the Uncanny. You're talking about the Uncanny X-Men, right? That's the Uncanny.
No, the original X-Men that came out in the 60s when the X-Men first came out, not the Uncanny X-Men. The Uncanny X-Men had Storm and like Bishop and like all those other characters, and Jubilee and everything.
No. There's still another one. That's the X-Men. It might be the Uncanny X-Men. I gotta look it up now because now I'm confused.
Yeah, the Uncanny X-Men was the X-Men that had Storm and had like Jubilee and had Kitty Pryde and had like Nightcrawler and all that.
All right, so I just looked it up. The original lineup introduced the original team composed of Cyclops, Marvel Girl, Beast, Angel, and Iceman. Then, along with their arch enemy Magneto and his Brotherhood of Evil Mutants, which included Mastermind, Quicksilver, Scarlet Witch, and Toad. That is the original lineup from the 60s.
I told you.
Yeah, no. I know you're right. But I'm saying,
I'm sure Wolverine popped up in those original issues at some point, but I don't think he was a part of the actual team till at least the 70s.
Yeah, it's a lot to look up. Forget it. You win.
No, that's accurate. He did not become an X-Men until like the late 70s, going into the early 80s. That's when Wolverine became an X-Men. Up until that point, he wasn't a part of the team. Like Tech said, Wolverine first appeared in Hulk. Like he wasn't even a part of the X-Men or anything like that. But no, overall, at the end of the day, though, J-Rat, for me, like as a kid, the best X-Men like comics that I read and that I cared about were the Uncanny X-Men and the original X-Men comics that had Wolverine on the team, with Storm and Rogue and Gambit. Like that's the team I want.
Yeah, for sure.
Pretty damn good.
I think we'll get that.
Oh yeah, we will.
Wolverine joined the X-Men in 1975.
Okay, all right. Yeah, no, I mean, hey, I want an X-Men. I want Storm. All right, J-Rat, listen, man. We're gonna let you go, brother.
Appreciate it.
Hey, you have a good night, man. And
thanks for having me on the show, Jeff.
Come on now. We thank you, man.
No, I always appreciate you guys inviting me on. I wish I could do it every day or every other day, but life calls and gets in the way, and you got to do that instead. The not fun stuff. This is fun to me. I enjoy it.
Life yes, you have to do life.
That's why you should. That's why you should smoke. That's why you should smoke crack more.
Yeah, but if I did that, I'd probably have a heart attack and die, and I'm not ready yet.
Yeah.
Give me one more year, one more good year.
Yeah.
Just
Maybe.
one? Just one more good
Just
year?
one more. Yeah, fuck it. One more. I'm just kidding. I'll about live forever.
I'm not like, I'm totally against crack just because it's illogical to me. You know what I mean? Like, what's the point of even bothering with a substance that only gets you high for like 3 minutes?
Yeah.
What's
I don't
the
know.
point? What's the point? You know what I'm saying? It's stupid. Who gives a fuck?
I have no idea.
Why not just drink alcohol where you get fucked up for hours?
Yeah.
You know, or you get stoned.
Or like you just fucking, slam chicks. It's a better high.
I don't know, man. I'm telling you right now. I mean, if I get
Jeff,
hey,
let me go. I gotta go.
If I get any better in the bedroom, dude, it might become an international like problem, like an issue or something.
Stop sleeping with all the women, Jeff.
I mean, we've already got like we're already gonna have to like do plan T.
Save some for us.
All right, J Rat.
All right,
man. Take care.
Excuse me?
All right, I'll see y'all later.
Oh shit, there's Liz.
See y'all later, man.
Excuse
Bye.
me. Excuse me. That's funny. I'm not even sure. Was that a chicken in a cow suit?
I think so.
Oh man.
With anime in the background.
I wish I could see that shit. I can't see it though.
Okay.
So anyway, Cyber. No, but you know what? Honestly, I think that I'm at like shit. Where am I at with Halo? I think I'm at episode 5. Did they go ahead and drop the whole season?
No, they've been doing it weekly.
Let's see. Oh, 6. I'm at episode 6.
Cool.
Yeah. And it's good, man. I'm loving it. I really am. So Cyber, what we have got to like seriously put a plan together, man, on like this Daredevil Netflix shit, man, and like the whole Netflix stuff. We gotta get dedicated, man, and get in there and bang all that shit out. You know?
Yes.
Seriously, dude. We gotta
and this is the MCU's bleeding edge, people.
We gotta go all out. You know?
Yes, we do. Yes, we do.
It's just, I mean, honestly, dude, I feel sort of like, unprofessional in a way that, like, I haven't watched all the Netflix series.
Who has the time to watch them all at once, sir?
I do.
Take time.
I do.
You gotta take the time.
I do. I'm like semi-retired.
Yeah, that is true. That is true.
You know, I am, truthfully. I'm telling you, Cyber, I hate these freaking issues I'm having with my stuff.
Yeah, I can see that. Did we want to finish up this Doctor Strange review and then?
Yeah. You know what? I do wanted to say though that I think Liz was right. I think I do have too much shit plugged in, and that may have something to do with what's going on.
Probably.
Yeah. No, let's call it there, Cyber. Of course, sir, it was good to see you tonight.
As always.
And folks out there, look, you all know I'm not a big fan of plugging, so all I'm going to say is just that, hey, if you're already at the MCU's Bleeding Edge YouTube channel and shit, if you're watching one of our videos, well, look, it's very simple. Just fucking subscribe. I mean, seriously, why not? I mean, you know, you might as well. Shit. You know, help us out. Come on now. Me and Cyber are trying to get after it, man. You know? We're trying to hit that 1,000 sub mark, baby. We want those stats. Anyways, shout out to the MCU Marvel fandom and whatnot and everything. Shout out to everybody in the comment sections: Liz, Tex, Raymond, Booze and Chill, Andrew, J Rant. Thank you, Gerald. Take care, brother. And we'll see you on the flip side, folks.
Yeah, look, tell me what's the vibes, what's the mood? Yeah, I just hit a mic key for the